What's up, everybody? So I went to the thrift store and I found some really cool items, and unfortunately, the footage of me finding those items got deleted. I was pretty bummed about it, but I still want to make a video. I think the items are still pretty cool. So I'm going to go over what I found and what it's all worth. And if you notice the title about this thrift store surprise that changed my life, I'm not clickbaiting. There actually was a really cool thing that happened at the thrift store, and if you keep watching, I'll let you know. It might not be exactly what you expect, but it's still pretty cool. So let's get started.
Fish in a barrel.
So the bulk of the video is just all these Legos. I found a giant bag of Legos at the thrift store. I think it was for $15. I think I weighed it and it was around like 10 to 15 pounds. Now typically Legos sell for around, you could probably get around $10 a pound, maybe a little less. Um, so I mean, right off the bat, if I sell it by the pound, I made a really good profit. The only difficult thing about trying to sell this by the pound is there are a bunch of non-Lego related things in here, and I can't guarantee, like, yeah, here's Roblox. I can't guarantee that it's all Legos, so I might just try to just lot it all up, kind of be transparent and explain that there's Legos, there's other things, and just see if anyone would buy it. But after searching through everything, there is value, just like particular things. So even after I sell all this stuff, just the individual things that are worth stuff will easily make my money back. So let's get started with that. So starting with these two Fortnite characters. Fortnite's not as popular anymore, but we got DJ Yonder. I think this guy's name is Rust Lord. I think I could probably lot these up and get $10 to $15. So that's pretty good. We got this pterodactyl. I might lot this up with some other dinosaur related things, but I don't even think this one's worth that much. It's worth like $8. I don't think I'm going to show a sold listing. These two Star Wars characters. Now I think they're missing their helmet. I could look in this jumbled mess to see if I can find it, but I think they're selling for around like $5 to $10 each. But the more interesting things I'll get to right now. So I found Shaggy and Scooby. They're pretty cool, the minifigures, and they sell for around $20 to $25. This ET minifigure, he sells for $20. This low-key figure, I think, sells for around $25 to $30. We have Carnage, who sells for around $15. We have Mace Windu, who I can't find his lightsaber. I was having a hard time actually finding this exact figure. He might not be worth selling, but I think I could probably get $10 for him. Now, if any of you watch anime, which might not be many of you, you might recognize these characters. We have Whitebeard and Crocodile. I love One Piece, is my favorite show. These actually aren't Legos, but they're pretty cool, so I'm just going to add them to my collection. I found this Bakugan. It was kind of tough finding this exact one, but I was eventually able to find it, and I think I should be able to sell him for $20. It's pretty cool. If you lay it on a piece of tin, this is why I have this salt shaker here. It opens up, so that's pretty cool. Thanos is unfortunately missing a hand, and so is the Hulk. I think the Hulk is actually fake. I'm pretty sure Thanos is real. I'm not sure if I'm even going to try to sell him without a hand, but if he had the hand, I think he sells between $10 and $20. Now, these Jurassic Park things are really where the money's at. We have the Raptor, and he sells for around like $20 to $25. We have this T-Rex that, if it was complete, he's missing his hands, can sell between $20 and $40. But I've seen plenty of people part this T-Rex out. I've seen the tail go for between $10 and $15. I've seen just the torso and the head go for $20. I could probably sell the feet separately, so I might just end up parting that out. And then we have the Baryonyx dinosaur that sells for around $30. Obviously this one doesn't have the hands either, so I might just part this one out. I was able to find this. It was kind of difficult to find. He might be worth around $20. I have to keep looking. And as far as the minifigures are concerned, that's where most of the money is at. Now, I have this gigantic bag of minifigures, and this is kind of, you'll notice that some of these aren't like legit, right? So what I'm gonna do is probably just make a huge lot, and just say minifigures a lot. I'm not going to add Legos to it because I don't think the majority of them are Legos, and just see if anyone's willing to buy it. Now there are some pretty cool ones like this, but real quick I'll kind of educate you on minifigures and how to identify to see if they're real. Now here are 3 minifigures. One of them is real and 2 of them are fake, and they almost look identical, right? So this is the Carnage one. He's real, and there's 2 main things that you can look at to make sure that these Legos are real. So first thing is look at the shoulders, right? Now this Iron Man, he looks pretty legit, right? But you see how his shoulder is pretty sharp? This sharp corner or pointy corner is an indicator that it's fake. So right off the bat you can tell this is a fake minifigure, right? Now this one that's real doesn't have a sharp corner. It has more of a rounded corner, right? Now you're probably looking at this guy and go like, okay, well he's got rounded corners. Well, he's got rounded corners, but he's still fake. Now the other thing to look at, if I take off this guy's head, so I took off his head, and you'll see, I can't really focus. You see how it says Lego right there? That's another thing you need to look at, right? So if I take off this guy's head, nothing, right? So I think as resellers, we really need to be diligent in making sure that the items we're selling are real. We don't want to deceive anybody. So as far as Legos, hopefully that helps you if you're out there buying things. Another thing I found while I was out were these Ford Dickies Eisenhower jackets. Now they're all brand new. They still have the tags on them. I paid $8 each for them, and they should sell between $30 and $35 each. So this was also another great find. So at this point, you're probably wondering, hey, like, what's this huge surprise that you're talking about that changed your life? Well, the Legos, when that footage, I actually did record, and I lost the footage. Now those jackets, I was in the store, I found the jackets, I was about to start recording me finding them, and then my wife came up to me, and basically she was going into labor. So it was a huge surprise. The due date wasn't for a month, so we were not expecting it, and we went straight to the hospital, and later that night our baby daughter was born. So this is my first kid. I am now a dad, and here I'll show you real quick. So I'm using a Pokemon card to cover up like the personal information. My wife and I kind of don't want to put her on YouTube right now. Maybe we'll change our minds at some point, but just for the sake of privacy, this is the best I can show you. Here are her feet. She was 6 pounds 9 ounces, and it's awesome. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you found it interesting and enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I still can't believe how fast this channel is growing. And I apologize if maybe the surprise wasn't what you expected, but it really was an awesome surprise, and it did change my life. So as always, I will catch you guys on the flippity flop.